Yo, what's going on? I go by the name of Andrew Dada. You are now tuned into the very first episode of the What's Going On podcast. It's an honor for me to even present this to you guys in such a fashion, in such a manner, in such an honor, and allow me to share my experiences. Today, I'm just joined by a special guest, smooth cat, man like no other, one of the greatest photographers I know, a good friend of mine. I'm bad at intros, man. But we just gotta do what we gotta do out here. But you guys help me welcome my good friend Julien Carroll. What's going on, man?
What's going on? Thank you for the amazing intro. I appreciate that heavy. Good to be here with my good friend Andrew. He stays in the gym 24/7. He's always on his grind. I really appreciate it.
This guy stay gassing me now, man. Oh man, oh shucks, you don't have me going crazy. But let's get into it, man. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So this first episode, I kind of drew inspiration from the passing of Kobe Bryant. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. R.I.P. Gigi Bryant. R.I.P. to those involved in the helicopter crash. And kind of when hearing his funeral and hearing everybody speak about how they love Kobe, how they missed him, how they will forever remember him, and always the memories they had, something stuck out to me in that conversation. And it was like some of them were talking about how they haven't seen him in years, but they still remembered, and they wish they could have talked to him one more time. I think that's a lot. That goes happening in a lot of deaths. I think I've noticed that, like, people always say, I wish I had this one moment. I wish I had, like, cut him off. Not cut him off per se, but more so, like, I wish I spoke to him more, or I wish I had time to see him, stuff like that. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? And that's going to lead into what we have to talk about today, because I want to talk about how we can mend bonds, friendships that kind of just drifted away, not on purpose, but more so like, just because people just grow, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So here's my first question to you, sir. What is a bond, friendship? What does that mean to you?
To me, it's an attempt to learn someone on a deeper level. It is two people trying to make a connection.
Yeah.
And get something that you can't really take away.
Okay. I mean, yeah. No, I totally agree. I think bond, yeah, is something that will attract you guys together, something that keeps you close, something that brings that force that just like, all right, yeah, I rock with you.
Yeah.
And that friendship is just maintain that I rock with you, and to the point of like, yeah, that's my friend. Even to the point of like you become family for real. You know what I'm saying? They always say blood's thicker than water, but I feel like bonds are thicker than the blood.
Ooh, I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I might have to write that down.
Yeah, that's a new quote for y'all. Make sure y'all put down your Instagram captions. Well, let's get to a dictionary explanation. We're going to see what we think about that. Bond is an agreement or something that ties things together. By the way, this is a Merriam-Webster dictionary. I'll speak facts only on this podcast. And a friendship is a close association between two people marked by feelings, care, respect, and admiration. What you think about that, man? How you feel about that one?
I respect it, kind of nails it on the head. It can get a little deeper than that, but
It could. No, that it could.
I feel like it's a good textbook definition,
Yeah, I mean, in terms of bond, yeah, I do feel like that, because bond's like general. When I look this up, I feel like bond, yeah, is something that does attract you guys together. Covalent bond, whatever, stuff like that, mutual bond. But like, yeah, I feel like the bond is something that's even in your spirit. When you're talking to somebody in your spirit, or when you see something that bonds you all together in your spirit, that that somehow there's like some type of connection, that divine connection that you need. like I said, a friendship is just like that. Let's just put the polish on it. Like, you know what I mean? This is what we labeled ourselves because of what our mutual concerns, interests, yada yada. Even if it's opposing, I'm still accepting you for what you are.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Because friendships talking about similarities, but some of my friends, we're not similar at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Some of the greatest friends you have like stark differences.
Right.
You know.
Right.
They can argue with you and still be cool with you at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like us as humans, we naturally need that. You know, we actually naturally need that uniqueness with each other. Otherwise, life's boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely boring.
If you're surrounded by people that are always thinking like you and the same as you, you know, it's always going to be dull and boring. You're never going to grow.
Yeah.
You know?
I think we can go deeper into friendship too, because, you know, from the dictionary, speaking more on the dictionary, it's also a desire for regular contact with the other person. I know we speak about this offline, about how we as humans always desire contact, and it's kind of crazy though, because I see a lot of things on social media about wanting to be lonely, like wanting to spend time with yourself, in isolation. I always like, and then I started thinking about this definition. I'm like, you're right, because there's times I do desire to be with friends. I do desire to be, you know, with, you know, just have somebody. It's like, it's hard being alone. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you do need peace of mind. You need to be away from people. That's not what it's about. But like, naturally as humans, you kind of need that extra social interaction. Otherwise, I feel like you fall apart.
Yeah. Yeah, mentally you just start going like, wow, what if this person doesn't like me? What if this person is just like talking behind my back? You start going to those deep, dark areas when you don't express yourself or spend time with your friends, people that you know think are really close to you. You know, those bonds that you've already created. You got to maintain those, because at the end of the day, you know, they're probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah. No. I have friends who told me, like, when I used to hit them up, like, bro, long time no talk. They're like, yeah, bro, you want Ghost? I'm like, nah, you ain't Ghost. They're like, nah, I couldn't go Ghost. You know, I'm always here. You know, I'm
Like
always
Danny
here.
Finn.
Yeah, like Danny Finn. What you thought it was? I can't see you or something. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's just more of what we gotta go into, man. You know, I just think that's just a good topic to really explore more.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think, like, friendship, you can also consider that true friendship is kind of like a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, friendship could be a relationship. A relationship doesn't necessarily have to be a friendship. You know, like a square could be a rectangle. Rectangle can be a square. There we go.
Yes.
There we go. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to the next topic, man. Let's get to the next topic. You know, we're going to talk about what are barriers in that friendship. And then talking about the friendship that, you know, that friendship dips away. That's the reason why friendships kind of dip away, drift away, go apart, you know. And why should you keep one? And I'm saying some barriers to me in a friendship are some lifestyle changes. We mentioned it offline, at least, that say I'm not in a fraternity. My best friend actually is in a fraternity. One of my best friends actually is in a fraternity right now. You know, that drifts apart because he's busy with his lifestyle. I'm busy living my life because I'm a graduate now. You know, shout out, go Temple U, go Owls. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a graduate, so there's a lot of things, me being my adult life. I just have work, I have home, and I have workout and all that. And that, in that sense, I don't see him as much because we both live in different lives. And it kind of sucks because even trying to find time, last time we had was like last Saturday. We went out to the session. He was like, yo, this is the first time together we actually been hanging out in a while. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
What you think? You go through the same thing, man?
Yeah, a lot of the time, the lifestyle changes really impact friendships and relationships. Like, for example, my man's in Hampton. He recently just crossed as a Kappa, you know, and kind of feeling the same strain where it's kind of like, you know, you used to see him on holidays. You know, he come up to Philly every once in a while. We would hang out, link up, and thankfully, it hasn't changed that much. But I noticed that, you know, he'll hang out more with
His Kappa's.
his Kappa friend, his
Yeah,
brothers,
and
excuse
then
me,
his
and
brother. Sorry.
yeah, and
No
it's
disrespect to the big world.
respect, and that's perfectly fine because like I understand, that's just
But
it's part of life, part of the life.
it's still that longing though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I even told like my friend, I was like, but bro, we could always hang out. I
yeah,
could always set my time for you.
mm-hmm.
I mean, he was just like, but it's lifestyle. Like, and even then, like, even when we do hang out, his brother called him, and then
That
he
was
was
it.
like, hey, bro, like, what am I gonna do? I just gotta go home. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's just another aspect of why. I mean, we're not drifted apart. Don't get me wrong. Don't get this twisted. To the viewers at home, we're actually still very good friends. And we're just saying like this is such a great barrier that I feel like other people do go through.
Yeah,
And next topic, I mean, the next point I have is geographic constraints.
yeah,
And
that's
a
a
lot
big
of
one.
my friends, the very big one,
Yeah,
huge. Dang, like you could think about your friend traveling all the way to California, you all the way in Philly. You're like, man, why didn't you take me with you? You know,
the family's supposed to eat.
and Philly's supposed to eat, bro. Yeah, nah, geographic constraint, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
Man, you think about that, like everybody. I mean, like I said, me and Julian both graduates.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's drifted apart from what our college is. Everybody used to do the same, but then everybody got jobs. Some people are in Minnesota. Some people are in a place called Idaho. I don't know why you want to get a job over there. Some people, you know what I mean, Idaho, bro. Hell no. Some people are in Florida living their best life. Some people are in New York, even. But that's like a whole hour and 30 minutes away from where we at. But
Yeah,
even still, like the day to day, we don't get to see your friends often. And then you try to contact them, and they're like, nah, bro, I'm kind of chilling with somebody. I'm gonna call you back later. Next thing you know, you ain't calling me for like 2 or 3 weeks.
yeah, yeah,
I think that puts a strain on it.
yeah. It does, especially because when they get to these new places, they have to build their own new communities. Find people that they have similar interests in order to survive, like we were talking about before.
Yeah.
If you don't have any people that you feel like you can connect with in a new place, you're gonna lose yourself.
You
You're gonna
could
lose your
lose
mind.
yourself. You could lose yourself. I mean, yeah, you could lose yourself because one, you're like, this is a whole right. Because I remember when I first moved to Philly, it was a whole new environment from when I had in North Jersey when I grew up. You know what I mean? There's a lot of lingo I had to get used to,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of styles I had to get used to, a lot of things. Even the street names. There's so many one ways over here, bro. That it drew me insane,
Yes.
insane.
Yeah.
But even when it goes back, going back to the topic of friends, yeah, bro, because like you're not comfortable, but you stepped out your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, it's long in that social desire that we talk about, desire to feel belong, feel contact with the social world, allows you to get new friends. Forces you to get new friends to the point that you got so comfortable with those new friends. I'm not saying like you abandon your old friends. Excuse me. You kind of just let them walk.
Yeah. And it's sad to say, but it's like it's kind of a part of the human condition. It's not, and you had to make that effort. You had to put that extra effort in
Right.
to reconnect with the friends of not of the past, but like of different location.
In the future.
Yeah.
So this is gonna bring me up to my other point of shifting understandings.
Mm.
It's kind of similar to lifestyle changes, but like I don't like. Yeah, this kind of bugs me because like I remember see this on social media. Say if you follow a certain political party, people be like unfollow me, or like if you don't agree with this, unfollow me. This is
Right.
how I feel. Or naturally, like if certain thing we have an argument in real life and about something, that just destroys the friendship right there. Yeah, like we just get back to the first topic. Like, why do people do that?
I'm not sure. I feel like actually no, I'm not even gonna say I'm not sure. I feel like people want to stick with what's comfortable to them.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, especially in this political environment and in environments where your opinion is challenged, you kind of want to just section yourself off, and that's how people end up in echo chambers.
Mm-hmm.
You see people reinforcing an idea that to you might be like morally compromising or just a little off,
Mm-hmm.
but to them it's kind of just like, I'm right in this situation. They don't have anybody to challenge them on that.
Yeah.
And it's not the healthiest.
It's not the healthiest because one, you're just showing that. I mean, in my opinion, don't get me wrong. I feel like if you're ignorant to somebody now, who's gonna be receptive of you with your points?
Mm-hmm.
Like, as humans, we're allowed to hear other people's points. I'm not saying you have to agree with it,
right?
But does that destroy the person? Does that destroy your bond? Does that destroy your friendship? Just because of one little thing?
It shouldn't. It honestly shouldn't. It shouldn't destroy your friendship or your bond. It should just be something that you have like a mutual understanding about. Like you can agree to disagree.
Right.
We're in a place, we're grown enough, you would think, understanding enough to kind of just go through your head and say, I know you think X, you disagree for Y, but we can have an understanding at Z and move forward.
Or we can compromise. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with compromising.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
I mean, I don't have to accept this, but I could take this. Like, oh yeah, you made a good point here, but I'm not gonna take this one.
Exactly.
I don't think that's wrong. I think you can naturally do that because that makes a lot more sense. Mm-hmm. Also with the optimal point is agree to disagree. You're right. I also feel like you should try to compromise with somebody. It's not hard. Like, why should a friendship have to end? Like, I've seen friendships end on petty disagreements. Mm. You haven't seen relationships, but that's a whole nother topic. But friendships end on petty stuff, bro. You'd be surprised what people argue about, and you'd be like, bro, I just don't like him no more.
Yeah, or I like ramen noodles and you like oodles and noodles.
You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, I can't rock with boy no more.
I can't rock with boy no more. He like Dragon Ball Z Kai instead of the
like
original.
Super.
Yeah, exactly.
You like Dragon Ball, bro?
Huh? Yeah, I love Dragon Ball.
Oh wait, no, not Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball.
Oh, the original when he was younger.
Yeah,
it was good.
Oh, this guy, dog. This guy. Like, so when speaking on that, it's like, okay, so now we know the barriers. Now we understand ourselves. Now we understand what's needed to be done. Why should we keep friendships? I know we're going back full circle, but why should we keep these friendships? And I read something through Breakthrough Psychology program before I give my own. And I believe they believe friendship should be kept because you gain that support in good or bad times. Your self-confidence and self-esteem improves. Mm-hmm. Your ability to successful improves. Mm-hmm. And cherish the good times, and you make new ones. And I'm gonna break it down each because I'm gonna say why I think these are good. These points.
Right.
So gain that support in good bad times. Your friends are there, man. Your friends are there to also let you know what you did was wrong, but they're still gonna support you, man. Mm-hmm. Your friends will also let you know. Say if you lose a job, you lose a significant other. Like, your friends will be the main ones talking to you. Mm-hmm. Like, you should always go to your friends, man. Like, your friends are gonna be there when usually no one else, except for your parents, mm-hmm. or your higher power if you serve that. Your friends are always gonna be there, man. They have to give you that support. That's in their job description. Yeah. Like, you chose this, bro. I ain't choose it for you.
Yeah. And if they're not fulfilling their role, then you know.
They're not real.
They're not really for it.
They're not really for it, man, because, like I said, I'm the type of person, I'll still support my friend. Mm-hmm. I'm still going to tell you did wrong, though. I'm still going to tell you you messed up,
Yeah, because we all need that course correction.
Because there's no way you can hear. Yeah, you need that course correction. Yeah. That's what a good friend should do. Mm-hmm. Not like I'm still not going to be your friend. I'm still going to tell you messed up. But, like, I got to let you know, like, hey, bro, you tripping. You tripping. Because with that support, it just goes to show you, because you're looking at me from an outside view and an outside perspective that you probably didn't get when you seen it. And then you're like, and then they start asking, like, why are they tripping? And you're just like, well, I feel like you should have went about it this way instead of, and then you're like, maybe you're right. Whoa, that's crazy. You're probably right. Yeah. Not bad. And it makes you feel like, wow, okay, maybe just next time then. You know what I mean? Because we all make mistakes. Just like that support that you need, and even good times, man. We talking about bad. Let's talk about the good.
Yeah.
You get a good job, bro. I'm cheering you on. You start. Say if I start a podcast, man. I appreciate you even for coming on. I know
Appreciate you for having me.
we talked about this for months. You were just
Yeah.
like, yeah, bro, that's dope. Let me be on it.
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me. No, for real, for real. Like, I honestly, you gotta support your friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
support them, man. You definitely gotta support them. That's gonna bring that self confidence we're gonna talk about next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Actually, we're gonna talk about that next. Improve self confidence or your self esteem. Yes, your friends do that. My friends, and they still think I for some reason I don't dress fly. Like I don't know why.
This is pretty fly to me.
You know what I'm saying?
I like the sweater you got on. It's nice.
I appreciate
You
it,
know.
man. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? You not too shabby, man. You looking smooth.
Appreciate it. You know.
So you know what I'm saying? You're gonna boost your self esteem, your confidence, but also your friends tell you like, yo, like if your outfit trash, I'm gonna let you know that too. But I'm not trying to destroy your self esteem. I'm just trying to keep you on a pedestal where I believe your potential could be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even just clothes. Also, personality wise, I feel like having friends really gives you that confidence because you get to see how they are. Like I was more of the antisocial person. And one of my friends was a social butterfly. But through him, I kind of, mentally picked up notes here and there how to act towards certain people, how to gain them. Because I admired his confidence to the point it kind of made me want to be confident like that.
It's infectious. Yeah.
It's infectious. It's infectious. Like, he used to go around hugging people, dapping people up. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I felt uncomfortable. I was like, I just started doing it. Next thing you know, I started getting more friends, started smiling more. So I had braces for like 2 years. Now I stopped smiling, but like, be back to smiling again. And then,
hey, let's get it. I see you.
You know what I mean?
You know.
But yeah, what do you think, man? Let me talk, man. You go ahead and say your points.
Man, I can definitely agree with that. But my man Nas, I'm gonna shout him out in this podcast, for example. He's one of those.
Shout out to Nas, man.
Shout out to Nas. He's one of the brightest, most intelligent, and fearless people I know. Yeah. He's out there in the community talking to people everywhere we go. You can see him being a presence, and people listen to him, And that was kind of, for me, that lit a fire under me. Like, you know what? I want to be like this guy. I want to kind of be able to go on campus and have somebody come to me like, hey, what's up? It's good to see you.
You still talk to Nas?
Yeah.
I mean, how close are you guys, though? I mean, even though I'm going to shout out my friend, too. This is my friend I'm talking about. Shout out to Jethro Claude, Jet. Jet the Pilot on Instagram. Follow him. Make sure you follow him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because, I mean, like I said, me and Jet close. We're still close. We're still family. But, he's always busy, so I don't get to see him often.
I would say, like, we're pretty close, but, like, we aren't able to hang out as much.
Right.
Yeah, like, I think the last time I saw him was around my birthday.
Oh, that's a minute ago.
Yeah.
Man. That's a minute ago. My gosh.
So,
my gosh, that's a whole minute ago.
Yeah, and then we FaceTime, like, what was that, a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I think we talked during when I had my car crash, my car accident, you know. But, we haven't really been able to link like that,
Why do you like think that? I mean, like I said, probably time constraints, right?
Mm-hmm.
But can you say like Nas was one of those people that helped you gain that self? Yeah, like you said, he truly did. So
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I can say that most definitely with
confidence.
Yeah.
With confidence. There we go. Nah, and then my other friend, shout out to my best friend, one of my good friends, Lo. He helped me out with my self-esteem a lot. I think like he was kind of like an older brother for real. You know what I mean? In his own way, I learned from him because I learned how to be more like manly. That's kind of weird, right? But like you learn how to be a man through other people, though. Like you learn certain things that I couldn't be exposed to. I refuse to listen to until someone breaks it down a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, he boosted my self-esteem like that because they challenged me to do that type of stuff.
Right.
He challenged me, first of all. I always good with the hands, but he got my hands a little bit sharper. The boxing. Shout out to Love for that. Even like seeing things from different view, being a little bit more patient, stuff like that. I'm attribute that to Low. You know, that's a good dude. Good dude. And these guys brought my self esteem up. You know, now gonna bring me to my next point. Improve my ability to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I know we talked about this before. Like, if your friends aren't making you successful, I'm not saying cut them off, but like you have different friends for different things.
Right.
I feel like my core group of friends are the ones that's gonna guide me to success. Because they give me that support that I need to be successful.
Right.
And it's like my other friends, Dre and Jarrell, like those guys, man, they're on go. Like they're all doing big things. One's in New York, the other one's now in Florida, man. They like one's doing great things in this mechanical industry. The other one, doing digital software, I believe. I think. I'm sorry if I got that wrong, bro. My bad. I know, but he's doing data analysis. My bad. Once again, but they're doing the thing. They are doing the thing, and that kind of, in a sense, they challenge me every day because you just low key not like a jealousy, but it's like a fire in my heart.
Yeah.
To ignite myself to just do better, to even say, okay, this is how we move it. Because your friends are not pushing you to even get that little bit of jealousy. Like, oh, I want to be like him. I want to do what he does, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't say like, what are you talking? Yeah. If your friends aren't pushing you to be like, you know what, you do better than me.
Yeah.
Like you see what I'm doing, but
do better.
Do better. Don't sit on the couch. Come on, let's go.
I always tell my friends that all the time. They're like, bro, I see you. I'm trying to be like you. And I'm like, nah.
Do better.
Be better. Yeah.
Better. I remember you were the first person, actually, to tell me. I was like, I want to be like you. And you said, no, be better. And I was just like, oh, man. It kind of stopped me for a second because I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I don't know how people.
I credit that to you. Yeah.
Appreciate that, son. Dada quotes. But no, yes, be better. Why be like me? What's that gonna get you? Then that means you're on my level. Then that means I can improve. And then you're like, oh, it's just gotta be. So why not just try to aspire to be better so I can reach to you? That's how I look at it. Like, naturally, we're also competitors, humans. But like, yeah, like you're supposed to want to be better than me. Like, I want my kids to succeed, to surpass me.
Right.
Same way I want my friends to surpass me, because otherwise it's not really a challenge. What are you challenging me then if you're just gonna be at my level? I want you to improve yourself. Like, I want my friends to say, yo, I just got $1 million home. I'm like, oh, well, guess I gotta buy one. Guess I gotta do something to get me up to that $1 million home. Guess I see my friend drive a Tesla at 23. I'm like, all right, guess I gotta buy a BMW now. Like, you see that type of thing, but I have to grind that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I see my friends from afar, they doing big things. One's, people being models and all that. I'm like, yo, I gotta do something cool too. Why not?
Exactly,
I might not talk to them, but anymore. But I see them doing it. I see my friends even doing YouTube, and I'm like, whoa, he doing YouTube? Cool. Even my podcast, I seen one of my friends do the podcast. Like, I always had this in my head, but when I seen him produce, it was more so. Mind you, we talk. We still cool. That's one of my childhood friends, good childhood friends. Shout out to Junior. Y'all go check out Floor Seats podcast, by the way. It kind of made me like, all right, it's go time. I have to start this. I have, not because I want to be better than him per se, but it's that mentality of like, yeah, I gotta be better. I gotta be better. I gotta put this out. I gotta make sure this thing is fire. And that's what great friendships do. Even though friendships that kind of drift, we didn't drift, but because due to geographic constraints, once again goes back to my earlier point, because he's in Jersey, I'm still in Philly. Yeah, it's like stiff like that. It's like, yeah, that's what a good friend would do. You know what I mean? He's really supportive all the way for it. And so, man, conclusion, how we nurture these friendships, bro? What you think?
That's a good question. I think we nurture them by remembering the people that matter in our lives. We connect, even if it's just for 2 minutes through text or a phone call. The process of keeping in touch is how we nurture friendships, in my view. Some people would love the quality time if you can, but just to know that somebody's thinking about you is equally important.
But good. That also that's true. That's true. I also think that you also make time for things you want to make time for. Yeah, you make time for things you want to make time for, because bro, I could make any excuse in the world why I didn't see why you couldn't come to that. You could have made any excuse, but you still did it. You know what I mean? Why? Because you're my friend. You'll make time for me.
Yeah.
To do it.
Of course.
I could have just told you, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, we ain't doing this no more. I'll see you tomorrow. Meanwhile, I could just been in my bed chilling, relaxing. However, I was like, nah, man, it's my God, we have to redo. Cause we have to not redo, but make sure this thing is crisp.
Yeah.
Crisp. You know what I'm saying? Like,
give you the best content.
Give you the best content. Put it out.
For these people.
Even if, like, you say we hanging out, guess what? I could be in the gym. I'm like, bro, we cut my gym time short. I'm coming to hang out with you. But that's because, you know why? Cause that's what I do. Like, if anybody tells me, yo, we celebrating this birthday, you pulling up, I'm pulling up. Why not? You consult with somebody, your friend. I'm gonna make time. I could always work out. Workout's not eating anything. I'm always in the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like I said in the beginning, you're always in the gym. Yeah. You're always in the gym.
This guy. But I'm always doing that. Like, I always could do it. So I mean, like, it could always be put off for another day. There's no day like I could just say, yo. I mean, when it comes to traveling, so like, say if someone planning trips to camp, all right, now we gonna have to talk, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me save up a little bit. You doing it too? You know what I mean? But you do have all be. I'm there, man. I'm there. You know, I'm there. I'm visiting. Tell me, let me know. If I can make it, I can make it. If there's some reason why I can't, I'll just let you know and be like, my fault, bro.
Exactly.
But, like, I hate when people just feel like they want to say isolation. Like, nah, I don't want to make time. But, like, I just let people know, like, oh, yeah, I'll think about it. Why not just say no? Why get my hopes up? You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think gives that type of barrier, because we're not kids, man. You just let me know, bro. Because now it's a strain on my week. I'm just like, all right, I'm just not going to talk to you, because obviously you just don't want to hang out with me. Or you just don't want to talk to me and, text me for 2 minutes. I can get, like, you at work or something, you can't really text, nothing. Like, 2 hours, cool. But, like, I've had friends that, like, you wouldn't hear from them for, like, a week after you text. If you say, hey, they'd be like, 2 weeks later.
Yo, what's up?
Like, what, bro?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, what? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Excuse me. And that's why I feel like, yeah, we should, you make time for the things you want to make time for. You put yourself first. You put your friends first. Of course, put yourself first.
Yeah.
At all times. I'm not saying, oh, that means we can't isolate ourselves. That means you can't have time for yourself. You can always have quality time for yourself. Just don't forget your friends in the process, because they're the ones that can help you through your bad times.
Exactly. No, they're the ones that are always going to be there or try to catch up. Right. You know.
Hey, man, we ended on a good note that we're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
That means we're going to be on an interlude. You're going to rock with this beat that we got for you. And we'll be right back to talk about the final topic I have. And we talked about barriers of friendship, how to constitute good friendship, why it's beneficial to have a friendship, why you should keep one, even talking and going into what a friendship is, what a bond is. But now we're ready for the final one. What friendship should you never revisit again?
Ooh, okay.
And we're going to get deep, man.
All right.
That's crazy. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. All right, we'll be right back. Thank you. And we're back. That was a great brief interlude, and now we are ready to go on the final topic of the very first episode of What's Going On. The final topic, man.
The last one.
Last one. You know what I'm saying? Finito. You know, what you got? You know, you ready, man?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Got it?
Ah.
Okay. Get ready. So, we're talking about, before the break, I mentioned the brief topic for the last topic, and we're trying to say, we talked about benefits of a friendship, barriers that can keep that friendship kind of drifting apart, even going forward to what a friendship is. Let's talk about what bonds friendships should never be revisited. So I'm gonna go over the purpose of a friendship. Purpose of a friendship, you know, boosts your self-esteem, makes you successful, gives you that support that you need. But that's a healthy friendship. Unhealthy friendships, it's like you get the exact opposite. Just like that. But it kind of wears you down.
Yeah.
You lose that self confidence that you once have, and you're not trusting that person. I think because it's not really your friend. You don't really trust them. They be like, "That's my man. That's not really my man's." But we cool. You know, I mean, you kind of tripping and all that. That's the unhealthy friendship I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, man?
I can agree. It's those so-called friendships or like the unhealthy bond that kind of just drains your energy. You're sitting there at the end of the day and you're just like, dang, I spent all that time, but I didn't feel enriched, or I didn't feel like I learned something, or it's sort of just like
You didn't gain anything.
you didn't gain anything, or it's kind of like you're sitting there, you might question yourself.
Yeah, facts. Facts. I mean, yeah, but why don't we break it though? Because breaking unhealthy agreements, I feel like challenge our tendency to withdraw into habitual ways of not being into sabotage. I feel like you sabotage yourself by not trying to break it. But why is it so hard to break those friendships that don't help you in life? Why?
I feel like it's kind of like how like you think of the good times so much.
The memories.
The memories that you had. I spent so much time cultivating this thing that I don't realize that at a certain point it turned, it became something that didn't benefit me.
It became toxic.
Yeah.
I mean, but where's the lines draw though? Because I could always remember the good times. I had good times with a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what people naturally do. You would have good times. One time I had bad times with my enemies. You know, I mean, everybody has enemies, so ain't nothing. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But where's that line draw, bro? I question this all the time. Like, yeah, I can say I had great times, great memories with somebody. Say you did me wrong. Say you trying to talk to my girl or something. If I had a girl, hypothetically. And I say, nah, it's my man's though, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he did me dirty, but that was really the girl. I ain't got nothing against him. Like, I think that's messed up. I'm not talking to you. What? My girl.
Yeah, no.
What you doing?
I feel like in those situations, or if they steal money from you, or like you end up getting hurt because of a situation they put you in, it's kind of like something, if it harms you in a way, in a way that you feel like you can't even come back from sometimes, or you feel like it mentally scars you, like you're like, wow, I never want to kind of have that experience again.
Yeah,
I think that's the breaking point.
That is I agree.
Or even if you say to yourself, you know what, they try to talk, to my girl, I think I had to have enough respect for me in a relationship as with my girlfriend, to say like, you know what, let's step away from this right now. I didn't really respect that you did that. Let's
not be.
Let's pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so crazy to me though. I think one, it's kind of courageous if you decide to not be friends. Like, I'm not telling y'all to not be friends, because y'all be ready to cut somebody off of little things like, oh, he ain't come to my house like and yesterday. Meanwhile, he seen you the day before. Or he'd be like, "Oh, she ain't follow me on something, like she don't really mess with me, yada yada." You know?
Okay, the social media thing, that's a big part of this. I feel like too,
It is a big part of it.
because it's kind of just like social media ain't real life.
It's
But
not real life.
but yeah, my bad. I ain't mean to cut
No,
you off.
no,
But
you go ahead, go ahead.
continue
Go
on with
ahead.
your pride.
Like social media is not real life, but why is everybody making it like that? Like, say somebody ain't follow me and I rock with them in real life. Yeah, I used to get tight. I used to be like, bro, you're not gonna follow me, bro, and I know you. Or like the crazy part is, I know this is crazy, but like if they accept my follow request
Yeah.
and don't follow me back, and I see you the next day, you be like, what's good? I'm like, so you're not gonna accept my follow request, though?
Right. Right. Like I'm not subscribing to your page. Like what's good?
What's going on?
Like sometimes I realize, like especially on Twitter, like
Mm.
somebody will be following me. I'm like, oh snap, I ain't following back, and I feel bad, but then like I'll immediately follow them right back.
I mean, me too.
But
Me too.
there are those times where you're just like, Dad, I know you saw the notification on Instagram.
I know you saw that. Bro. I know you saw that.
I know
Bro.
you saw it.
You know what I mean? I know you was out on your phone saying Dada the Don.
Mm-hmm.
Followed you, request to follow you, and you were like, all right, accept. And then you're just like, yeah, I mean, we not friends enough for me to follow you. I'm like, whoa, okay. Yeah, okay.
Like pump the brakes again. Pump the brakes again.
Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. But I feel like also by breaking out through that friendship that's bad or toxic, you kind of get a better sense of yourself.
Yeah.
I think the theme is to kind of just have that. You have in isolation or in friendships. I feel like you find yourself.
Mm.
So many people want to be isolated, but you only know yourself. You really truly are yourself when you're around other people. I feel like yeah, you're comfortable with yourself, but like, who did you have a measurement against about what you can do? Because people can change. That's because I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago, and I don't think I'll be the same person 10 years later.
Right.
My identity changes consistently, but the essence of myself stays the same because depending on who I am, who I'm with. And that only happens when the people I interact with and how my views align with that.
Right.
So I feel like, but also, there's lessons I can learn from people I don't want to be with, and that also can show me myself as well, because that shows me what I'm really am. Like you said, your comfort zone. You need that comfort zone. But that comfort zone can only come when you are truly happy with the friends you're with, or you're truly happy with the people you surround yourself with.
I like that.
Yeah. Cool. What you doing? What you got? You got anything? Like, go ahead. Open space, bro.
I feel like just being able to let go of the bonds that just enable you to go back to that the worst version of yourself, or something that you realize, you know what, I don't need this. It's perfectly fine to let him go. Let it go.
Let it go. Please let it go.
Because as you were saying, you realize who you are.
You realize who you are because through others. Through others. Yeah. If you don't think you play an important part of somebody else's life, you definitely do. Definitely do. You are definitely important one way or another. And I also feel like if someone doesn't want to be your friend, just let them go.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's funny about this? I was listening. My mom sent me on WhatsApp something about Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
About how, like, he said he was a peacemaker, and he always hates when people like hate him, or he always wants people not be mad, everybody to be happy. But, like, he realized over time, like, the best way to let people happy is you can't control their happiness because there's something within themselves that doesn't want to make the peace with you.
Right.
That you have to let them experience that for themselves.
Yeah.
Right. And that's so funny because I know in my life there's certain times I feel like I don't want to make peace with that person. I want to fix something. I got something with myself. Something that's going crazy. Sometimes I even try to make peace with that person. The person that's like, nah, I don't want to talk to you. I'm like, but like, yo, let's chill. Like, we can really come to combat. Nah, I don't want to rock with you, bro. That's what it is. And I'm like, you got something going on with yourself.
Yeah.
You got something going on that you want to fix, but I have to let you do that without me. Cause if I try to help you along, then I'm not really helping you. That's the blurred line between the isolation and the friendship. Because I'm a good friend enough to let you be happy, but you have to be happy without me, and I have to like love you as a friend from afar. That's what it is.
Right.
That's what it is. And through that, I feel like now maybe down the line, and when you come back together, you're like, yo, you kind of separating yourself. It kind of made me realize like how good of a friend you were. And I was like, yeah, I had to do that in order for you to be happy. In order for you, because everybody has a certain chapter in your life. They fulfill certain chapters in your life in your book of life.
Yeah.
That when they're gone, they're gone. But you gonna appreciate them. Definitely gonna appreciate them when you read it back. You're like, oh yeah, that's what he did. I'm appreciate it. But then it's always gonna be love, just not from up close. Because sometimes even the bad stuff kind of like a lesson. Like if you didn't do this, I probably wouldn't have learned this. So in a sense, I do appreciate you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Anything else to add, man? Anything else?
Trying to think about it. I don't think there's anything I want to add right now, but I want to say happy early birthday.
Oh man,
'Cause I know it's this week.
Yeah, it is this week, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Man,
Yeah.
This man trying to gas me up. On the podcast,
Of course.
Man. Yeah, your boy. It is your boy, brother. We gonna be. I'm gonna be having a fly fit. The Instagram pictures coming. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all good. Anything about bonds you want to talk about?
I want to say that bonds are important because they are something that keeps you sane and keeps you alive. You need this, the healthy ones, and I'm going to say the bad ones too.
Yeah.
In order to learn who you are as a person.
And what you are.
And what you are.
Right. So, in conclusion, this is going to be my outro to you all. What I learned and what I feel like hopefully you've learned is in order to revisit a bond, you got to understand what bond you need to revisit, what bond you need to, I guess, come back to, and what bonds you need to like leave in the past. But that starts with you and starts the clarity and integrity of what you want. Goes back to always what you want for yourself. That once you strive for yourself and find that love that you got, you can never lose. And just make sure you reach out to your friends, man. Be receptive here for them. At least try to plan something. Try to put something on your calendar, man.
Yeah.
Those are your friends, man. They love you, man. They gonna accept. They gonna always try to make time. They don't make time, bro. I mean, at least you tried.
Yeah.
At least you tried. But like, I feel like, man, reach out to your friends, man. Stop being all scaredy cats and all that. Trying to say, oh, my friend's scary. My friend don't want to hit me up. Hit him up.
Hit him up.
I remember one time we went to, I know it's unfortunate, went to a funeral last year. Our funeral, like a kind of ceremony. And RIP Chicago, CJ Morgan. But, I kind of reached out to my other old friends I haven't talked to in a while since high school. And it's kind of cool because we all went out for together. And it was like, yo, thank you for even bringing us together for real. Because in a sense, it kind of helped me because it was like, yeah, because I don't want to lose that attachment I had. Kind of want to keep revisiting. I kept visiting people that I haven't seen in a while. Like, kept trying to set stuff up, kept trying to say hi, kept trying to do all that. To the point, like, yeah, that was dope. It was dope. Like, I seen them again. I seen how they changed, how much they grew. Kind of inspired me to change myself. Trying to inspire me to be like, wow, like that story. Like, I have to make my story kind of cool too.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. You got, what I mean? What you got, man? What you got?
Man.
What you learned from today?
What I learned from today is you have a responsibility to yourself and the people in your life to make the effort and make it stick. Reach out with open arms. Make amends. If they can't be made, understand that you tried.
Yeah.
People always say you always live with regrets, the what ifs.
Right.
Try not to do that.
Try not to do that, cause
Yeah,
God
it's hard.
forbid something happens. You want to live to celebrate a life rather than live with a regret.
Exactly, because I had a good friend, Marcus, passed away
R.I.P. Marcus.
last year, and
R.I.P. for real. R.I.P. Marcus.
and it was hard. It was hard for everyone, and kind of wish that I made the effort to spend more time with him. But you know, you always expect the person to get better, or you never expect
the person to get worse,
or the situation to get worse. So,
right.
but yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
And with that being said, man, thank you for that lesson, that outro of yours. And I'm just gonna say that's all for today's episode of What's Going On. I want to thank y'all for tuning into the very first episode, man. I really appreciate the support, the love that people have been sending me, you know, to even start this. Thank you, my man Julien, for even hopping on for the first show with me. It's always a pleasure, man. I know where they can find you at, bro.
Listen. It's a pleasure to be invited on this show. Thank you so much. You're an amazing host.
I appreciate that, cuz.
You know, you guys can find me on Instagram at __JXC. You can see this good looking fella.
Yo,
at least I like
that's
to think.
hilarious, bro.
Yeah. Not as good as this guy right here, but you know, I got a little something.
Stay gassing me, bro.
You know, so find me there, and you know, give a brother a like or two.
Yeah, bro. And always, you can find me. My main IG is Dada the Don. That's Dada 2_the 2_Don. And of course, you know, follow the page, man. What's going on? That's what_S going on pod. Follow us, man. We're gonna be all platforms. We're talking about Spotify, you know, podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You know, I'm trying to get on Apple Music, SoundCloud. You know, just try to find whatever you can tune in, man. You know, like, share, learn, love, man. That's all I got. And with that, I'm just gonna close there. You're gonna hear this song from a good friend of mine. He's got You Feel Me. That's the name of his song. That's on tough. So I hope y'all tune in. Give him a like, give him a share. I'm gonna put his description on the page. Thanks, man. Till next time.
I've been grinding through the damn dirt, you feel me? It's a shame y'all don't know my worth, you feel me? Too many years of stream, my body hurts, you feel me? When my Uzi gon' see a little vert, you feel me? Finessing these blessings, experience been the only lesson. Keep my head on a swivel, cause man's is always steady testing. Praying my demon city in the weapon, begin to question. No letting up, so my pressure was by the millisecond. To show you I've been grinding through the damn dirt, you feel me? It's a shame y'all don't know my worth, you feel me? Too many years upstream, my body hurts, feel me? When my Uzi gon' see a little vert. Since life began, been running to build momentum. Pushing through all the walls, can glisten as I recollect them. The painful nights I have endured, a true pain deep in the rectum. With no outlet, so the hurts came around by the second. The scars healed slow, hand laced with the venom of depression. The music became a 3-minute therapy session with bad vibes strung out to the point that you could begin to feel the triple extension up in attention. It's ironic how I always wanted attention. Damn, see how my regressions has led to the confessions of a militant, penitent man living in a construct of contradictory plans. Seen time fly by, trying to focus on the millisecond. Remember being trapped in the back, had to make new connects, cutting corners. Life was really off the edge, staring at the reflections, trying not to feel the